So my name is Manny Carrizales. I live in Edinburgh. I grew up in La Feria. There he goes. Where does he go? No one knows. He's walking to where the wind blows. Walking his steps all alone. He's out on his own. What a scene. Most pitiful thing you have seen. The sight of his face makes you scream. He's the wretched, the low, the obscene. This man is unclean. Flesh exposed, the smell of the rot on his clothes. You can't even make out his nose. The creature's so scary, he knows that no one will come close. Close your eyes, Simon the leper goes by. You dare not attention draw nigh. If he gets too close, you could die. Just let him pass by. Here he comes, the man that's the carpenter's son, the one that they say is the one, the prophet, the teacher, the son of the Almighty One. Outstretched hand, the ocean obeys his command. He's reaching to where Simon stands, healing the sick and the damned. He's the savior of man. Don't close your eyes. This moment might just pass you by. The skin has returned to his sight. No longer needs a disguise. This man is alright. Oh, come and see. Behold what the Lord did for me. I now can see my family. My daughter I've so longed to see. He's done this for me. Yes, I am he, the leper, the sinful, unclean, cast out from society. Don't deserve what he did for me, but by grace I receive. When my brothers Back in 84, 85, were getting into the church scene. They started a Christian band, and I was just about 10 years old, 11 years old, and I didn't normally hang out with my brothers, my older brothers, and so I they took me to one of their band practices, and I thought it was the coolest thing. And ever since then, I had something just like sparked in me where, wow, I'd love to, you know, be a musician one day, and so yeah, that's kind of where my interest came from. My brothers were the ones that were a heavy influence, and Abby's dad as well was a big influence on me in the way that I picked up the guitar and I wanted to play like him and so on. So that was a huge impact on my life. There's so many. I have so many memories of playing with the band. Um, Everything from the practices, growing up 16, 17 years old, growing up with my brothers was wonderful, wonderful. They were my friends. Those were my friends that I hung out with Joe and my brother John, my brother Dan, Oscar, and all them guys. And um, we played at many weddings and at a lot of different church services. Um, we practiced quite a bit. Um, I guess it had to be maybe a concert that we played in Brownsville, uh, back in the early '80s or mid '80s. I'm sorry. Um, that had a lot of different other Christian bands, and we were invited to play, and that was a real nice experience to be on the stage playing our songs. Still can't believe the way you love me, even after all the things I have done. And you never once abandoned me, left me, even though I walked away more than once. How could I have been so foolish and so selfish? Didn't think about the ones that I had hurt. Now I'm standing here just trying to find a reason for you to give me just another chance. Just one more chance. Know you've heard me say this many times now, and a broken record skips and starts again. But I just don't want to be the man that I am. I'm so tired of carrying the burden of my sin, and my life is bare. I'm standing at a crossroads. I'm dressed in tattered garments of my shame. There is nothing left of value I can offer. There is nothing left of pride upon my name. I need your grace. Though my sin You have raised me up, said I am your own. You saved me and made me white as snow. You have saved me, made me white as snow. You have raised me, said that I'm your own. I'm your own. It comes from a lot of different places. Musically, there's a lot of artists that kind of give me some of the ideas that I come up with. On the Christian side, you know, you got somebody like Michael Card, and Stephen Curtis Chapman, and um, some other artists. My Little Affair and Broken Heart. These are some of the bands that I listened to as a kid. Um, but nowadays, it's anybody from John Mayer to Fleetwood Mac, and the Cranberries. Just and there's a lot of stuff that's on YouTube. Has influence upon my my style of, I guess, playing, sort of. I do. Usually, I'll approach a song from a musical instrumental angle, and then try to see if I can find the right words that'll fit that genre of music. I do have a lot of like folky, stylish kind of things like Jim Croce and Gordon Lightfoot and stuff like that. That kind of creep into America. That creeps into my style of what I'm about to write. And so with the writer's block, I'll try to think of a challenge, of a any kind of a challenge. Like I'm gonna write a song about mushrooms, and so I'll use that as a catalyst to kind of get me started. I usually do pretty well whenever there is a song challenge, like write a song with the color red, about the color red, and so on. And so I'll try to think, okay, what comes up when I think about the color red, right? And right away you think of blood or stuff like that, and if you go into that, blood can mean a whole lot of different things. So those are some of the things that kind of allow for me to experiment with the words. And of course there's rhyming and tempo, and that you have to play with as well. So it becomes a pretty good challenge. The 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 guitar. The advice that I think I would give anybody, whether you're a young little kid or an adult, or early 20s or whatever, is when you go into music, don't think it's gonna happen in a day or two. It's not gonna happen. It took me a long time to learn the guitar. I was just a little kid, and I was frustrated. I didn't think I could figure this thing out. It was too many strings for me. I didn't have a teacher, so I had to learn by myself. But I guess what I was going at is, you don't get discouraged when it doesn't happen in a week. You have to stick to it. It takes time. Your fingers don't know what to do. They are learning to do something that they've never done before, whether it be piano or guitar or violin or singing. Uh, it's worth putting the time and the patience into it. I spent hours, hours, in the room locked in, just playing my guitar, and so it didn't happen overnight. It happened over a course of years. Now, now that I can pick up the guitar and pretty much play anything that I want within certain reason, it's just because I've become comfortable with what I know. I can't play everything, but I know that I can play some stuff. And with that, I would just advise anybody that's getting into music is, it's worth it. Stick to it. Don't get frustrated when it doesn't happen overnight, and just stick to it.
She says she believes in dragons. She has seen the crystal sea. She thinks she can fly on the wings of a fairy in a land of make-believe. She sails on a floating pumpkin, and she knows where the unicorns play. She has names for the stars, and she knows where they are when they're hiding during the day. She says, Daddy, come away with me and see what my heart can see. If you look through my eyes, you might be surprised at the things that you thought couldn't be. She picks flowers of beautiful colors from the fields where she runs and plays. She talks about giants and how to be silent when they're napping during the day. She calls her dragon Charlie. He's the biggest she's ever seen. He can fly through the air and breathe fire if she dares him, and he lives in a land of dreams. So we rode on the wings of a pony, and she took me to fly through the clouds. I saw giants and beanstalks, and mermaids and fairies, and unicorns and pumpkins and clowns. She says, Daddy, come away with me. See what my heart can see. If you look through my eyes, you might be surprised at the things that you thought couldn't be. Go to sleep, my little one, and dream what dreams may come. For tomorrow you'll be older, and these dreams will be over. So for now, go and have your fun. Go before the morning sun. Go and dream, my little
It must have been around 11, and it was just something simple. I don't quite remember the details of the song, but I know it was very simple, and it was just kind of like a worship song to the Lord.